I'm today sitting at the new sandstone heath revegetation at the Ford Avenue site.
This is one of our regular testing sites.
The group's called the Cooks River Valley Association. It has two very strong affiliate groups, the Mudcrabs and the Friends of Ewan Park, the park that we're in at the moment.
This is the sample that we'll take back to the laboratory. As you can see, it's quite dirty.
And we do a wide range of projects, revegetating the foreshores of the river, removing litter from the foreshores, doing political agitation. We sit on sustainability committees. We do a lot of lobbying of politicians. We run annual forums where we bring all the community together with politicians and focus on the needs of the river.
In former times, the battle was probably a bit harder because a lot of people saw the river as a drain.
There's 500,000 people that live in the valley, and it's one of the most overdeveloped and urbanised rivers in Australia.
There was very little information about the quality of the water.
We'll take this back to the laboratory and test it.
So we thought it would be a good idea to get some results and establish a baseline from which we could see whether things were improving over time.
So here we have some little hop bush just recently planted. We've got some Kunzia that's establishing itself really well. And over here, the long spiky grasses are coming back, and we've also got some mint bush coming in down in the foreground.
Most of this was just weedy. So we planted Acacia myrtifolia, Acacia suaviolens. We put in some large Kunzias growing well there in the rock cracks, Banksia serrata. They're all plants that would be growing in a sandstone heath area.
It's got lots of different microclimates, from the exposed bits up at the top to the almost mini rainforest at the bottom of the damp cliff below where I'm standing. And it's been very exciting watching it transform over the last 2 years.
We have now an activity almost every weekend at different points along the river.
For the last couple of years I've been coordinating the site that's behind me, which is the Ewan Park revegetation site. We have a weeding and planting bee roughly once a month.
Our goal is to be able to swim in the river. That's when we believe the river will be back to its full health. What it will need is management of stormwater and proper filtration of all the stormwater that's coming into the river, and a new sewer infrastructure.
We see a lot of sewage, a lot of phosphate, toxic discharges, we see paint.
The plantings here, all those things are going to, along with repairing the riparian zone, will lead to improved water quality in the river.
There's old photos of people swimming in the river, so I think we'd now like to get the river back to being a river, and then build up the biodiversity and the wildlife corridors and have it as a living ecosystem.
The profile that we've managed to bring to the river has been the biggest achievement, and the political goodwill we've managed to generate.
In some ways I regard myself as a kind of a Cooks River person. We're Cooks River people. We see ourselves as part of a living community.